It's a big deal and it should be celebrated.
Yep.
It's like in an 11-year study, the results, overwhelmingly show the value of orthokeratology. And I'm trying to find it real quick because I just thought of it. I'm trying to find it in the article itself where it references where is it? Like the confirming the benefits, right, of productivity, I think is what it specifically mentioned. I'm trying to find it real quick because I should have highlighted it before we started, but
that's a great point.
There's a specific part of this article that represents productivity,
right?
Not just eye health. And, as a result of orthokeratology, as a result of myopia management. How big is that? I feel like that's huge.
I just saw a patient, talking about productivity. Let's put it on a personal term and basis. He's where he does Ortho-K. He lives in another state now, and he came in for a wedding. We got a family we've known for a long, long time. And he reminded me of the fact that his daughter, who was a swimmer, changed her life. He said without Ortho-K, she would have been absolutely not the same individual she grew up to be, because it absolutely made her an effective, competitive swimmer. Right. And that's just an obvious example of, lifestyle changes. But yes, inside a classroom, wherever it is they're working on, this has benefits to it that increase one's productivity. I mean, we joke about it, but that we have patients who are over 40 that are doing Ortho-K, multifocal Ortho-K, and they're looking at their colleagues are stressing and straining at the screens to trying to see well, or wearing higher and higher prescriptions because their eyes are getting worse at a much faster rate. By the way, it's something we should talk about at some point, because Ortho-K does slow it all down, the aging process in the eye. Okay, so you're much more younger, like let's say 10 years off of your age vision wise, because it just makes you more productive. Now, Ortho-K creates plus in the mid periphery on your vision, so that when you go to look at close work when you're in your 30s or your 20s, or you're a child that has, convergence insufficiency or other kinds of issues that are, causing some problems with the eyes, it actually physically corrects this problem, because it changes up your accommodation, your visual fixations, your convergence relationships. It cleans it up.
Yeah.
It cleans it up. And I wish I had, at the time, I wish I had published this stuff. I did looked at my own data and could see the differences before and after Ortho-K. So does it make us more productive? Oh my God, yes. You have all
but to actually mention that in the study.
Well, I think yes.
I think that,
yes.
Again, this is something clinicians know.
Yeah.
But I'm struggling to find it. Here it is. I think. All right. Let's see here. It says, let's see here. Affecting myopia has increased substantially in recent decades, affecting approximately 30% of the world's population, with estimates indicating that it will continue to increase to affect around 50% of the world's population by 2050. Furthermore, myopia incurs substantial healthcare expenditure and loss of productivity. And I'll put a link to the article in our show notes. But when I read that, I was like, wow. Thank you. Again, I'm not an optometrist. I'm not a clinician. Clinicians have known this, but to have it stated in the study, that myopia affects productivity.
Yeah,
I think that's huge.
Yeah, our good friend Michael Lipson's done a lot. I would reference them to look up Michael Lipson's work on this. Yeah, he's done a lot of work on this subject. In how it works out for that. So yeah, he's another pioneer in the field. Yes, it's a great point you don't even think about. And we as clinicians don't even, because we are so, it's just worked out so well for us, as far as the visual outcomes. I mean, that, we don't give it a second thought, when patients, 8-year-olds say this is life-changing. An 8-year-old's life. This is life-changing for an 8-year-old.
It is life-changing.
I mean, are these kids more mature today than anything, or what? I mean, it's an 8-year-old, man. I mean, I don't even know if I could do that in 25, age 25, say something like that. Now the 8-year-olds are telling us that.
Right.
So are we evolving or what?
If you're interested in getting the rest of the episode, consider becoming a paid supporter of the Myopia Mindset. In addition to an extended version of this episode and every other episode that we do, you'll also get access to exclusive monthly bonus episodes of the Myopia Mindset. And I know you're interested. You've made it this far. You can do so on our Substack, myopiamindset.substack.com. I'll see you at the next one.